Good morning. It is Friday, January 23rd, and right now it is 9 o'clock and it is minus 12, and I believe it's about minus 18 out there. And we are expecting a very cold weekend. Now, it is Friday, and I haven't picked up my phone to do any kind of, well, not much picture taking or videotaping at all this week because it's been a very boring week. We have not really done a whole lot. You don't really feel like going too far when it is so cold outside. So yesterday we decided that we had to get out to go and do something a little different, and we went to Ikea. We went to Ikea, and then we went to Fratelli's for lunch, and I didn't take any pictures of it. Well, I took a picture of the inside of Fratelli's. I can't see because the sun is shining right on me, so I can't see the little button that I need to stop the videotaping. So after Fratelli's, which was very nice, very busy, we went and we washed Steve, our car, because he was very dirty. And that was the extent of our activity yesterday. It was very nice to get out and do something different than just regular stuff that you do out. And today, like I say, today I'm out I have to get some groceries for the weekend because it's going to be a cold weekend, and I'm not going to go anywhere on the weekend, and I don't think Ian wants to go too far. He might go out tomorrow morning and do a bit of birding, but we'll see. Ever since we have planned to go to Portugal, I have wanted to make their Portuguese tarts, pastel de nata. And I just haven't had the gumption, not the gumption, the what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, I haven't done them. But this weekend, I'm thinking that I may do them because, like I say, we're going to be stuck in the house. So maybe I'll take you along for that. It is Robbie Burns Day on Sunday, so I am going to make a Scottish supper. I think I'm going to make Scottish shepherd's pie. So I'm going to go into the grocery store, and hopefully I can get all the ingredients. I'm sure I can get, because it's, it's pretty basic stuff, and get the stuff for that. And then I was going to make trifle for dessert, but I'm thinking that I'm going to have these little Portuguese tarts, so I might do it. It might be a Scottish Portuguese fusion meal on Sunday. So anyway, I'm gonna go in, and I'm just gonna go into Walmart because I want to. Oh, the other thing is that I want to find a hand vacuum, because we haven't vacuumed our stairs since probably Christmas, because our vacuum is an upright vacuum and it is such a pain in the ASS to vacuum the stairs. So I'm gonna look for that. And maybe see if they've got any Starbucks. Yes, I think so. What else am I thinking of? Oh, see if they've got any Valentine's stuff out. I may, after going there, I might go over to the dollar store and check out their little. I'm not going to buy a whole lot of Valentine's stuff because I'm not going to do a whole lot of Valentine's Day decorating this year. I probably have plenty, but maybe pick up a few little odds and ends. And oh my gosh, I am babbling now, so I am going to stop, and I am going to shut this down, and I am going to go in and do my shopping. Okay, so we have been out today. We've gone to Ikea, we've gone to the liquor store, we've had lunch out, and now we're going to give Steve a rinse off, because he is one dirty boy. Okay, there we go. It is 11:15, and I think I am done. I am done. I probably didn't do as much as I wanted to do. Oh, I was going to go over to the, I might have to pop over to the grocery store because Scottish shepherd's pie calls for ground lamb. And although I'm not a huge fan of ground lamb, Ian is. So I did pick up some ground beef. So I'll pop into the grocery store and see if they have ground lamb. I really didn't want to, but I will. Yeah, so I posted some pictures from the dollar store of their Valentine stuff. They've got a whole whack of it stuffed there. I picked up a couple of little things, but nothing major. And I only took pictures because they were blasting their music this morning. And although it's really, you know, interesting music to shop to, not such, I don't know how YouTube feels about it. So just to be on the safe side, I just took pictures. So yes, and I went into the, went into the bulk barn and I got a little tiny bit of Niger seed. So I might pop, I got a little platform feeder because I've been watching a guy on YouTube who shows you how to attract the birds, feed the birds, and all that kind of stuff. And one of his things is putting Niger seed out for guys. And for some reason now, I don't know, maybe our squirrels will be different, but for some reason his squirrels and critters don't bother the Niger seed. So we'll see. Our squirrels are pretty aggressive when it comes to the seed, so we'll see. If it does, then I only bought a little bag of Niger seed, and I can put that in the feeder and in the silo feeder for the juncos. I'm sorry, I'm distracted, but there is a fight going on over across the way. It's a fight between a crow and a bunch of starlings, and I don't know what they're eating. Do I want to know what they're eating or what he's eating? I don't want to. The starlings were down for the water melting off the snowbank, but I have no idea what that crow is. But he's chased all the... So anyway, so over I go to the grocery store and see if they have any ground lamb. Sometimes they do. It's hit and miss. Anyway, so yes, off I go, and I don't know if I'll post anything later today or just wait until the weekend and do my my baking and the Scottish shepherd's pie. I'll probably do a little tablescape. Not much, but a little one. I don't even know if we'll eat at the table, but I will decorate the table up for Robbie Burns Day. So I will see you later. Bye. Well, good afternoon. It is Saturday. It is January 24th, and it is very cold out there this morning. Or this afternoon. It's actually warmer right now than it was when I got up. Whoops. I got up at, I don't know, 20 after 5, I think. And it was, now I'm going to say these in Celsius, and if you're watching and you're in Fahrenheit, I'm afraid I don't know what the Fahrenheit temperatures are. I have to figure that one out. It was minus 28, and it felt like minus 38. And all I can say is that when it gets to be minus 40 in Celsius, it's the same temperature in Fahrenheit. So, yeah. So it was cold. Yeah, it was cold. So I decided to make, I think I mentioned this the other day, but I decided to make Portuguese tarts today. And I didn't full on read the recipe. And it's in the recipe, it says if you want to make them perfectly like Portuguese tarts, the dough has to sit overnight in the fridge. So I've done it. I suppose I should have taken a few pictures of doing that, but I'll post the recipe that I've used in the description box because there is a video involved, and that helps a lot. Yes, so the dough is in the fridge, and I will make them tomorrow. And yeah, so tomorrow is Robbie Burns Day, and normally we have a few people in, but this year it seemed to sneak up on us, on me, and so we're not having anybody, and it's just going to be Ian and I think I mentioned this before too, because I think I was on the search for ground lamb and I didn't find it. Yeah, so anyway, I'm doing it with beef. So I'm going to do a shepherd's pie, a Scottish shepherd's pie. So I have ground beef, and then I think the gravy is a beef broth and Irish stout gravy. And I will use the Irish stout because it's going to cook, and it will cook the alcohol, most of the alcohol out in it, and so it won't bother me at all. So yeah, so that's tomorrow. And today, like I say, it's very cold, and I have been outside. It's very cold. Now I'll give you a look out the my patio door. There is the outside. I don't think I can't see my breath because it's blowing the other way. Anyway, the sky is absolutely gorgeous. Very bright blue and conducive to cold weather. I have everybody topped up. I forget to top up the water. I'll have to go out and do that later. But yeah, there's some seed out there. I've got all my feeders out there for my few little juncos. And the bunny. Actually, we've seen 2 bunnies out there. So we might be having baby bunnies. I don't really like that idea. I mean, they're sweet and all, but in a suburban backyard, I just don't want them back here. But you know, I guess when you feed birds and it's cold and whatever, bunnies need to be fed as well. And the bag of seed that I bought this time has I bought it accidentally. I didn't. It has peanuts and sunflower seeds in it, so yeah, it'll attract them. But anyway, I don't normally buy that because of that, but for some reason, I don't know, I must have seen the bag, and then I picked up a bag and thought it was that, but it wasn't. So anyway, so yes. Anyhow, I guess that's probably going to be it for now. I don't know if I've got anything else to chatter on about. How about some knitting updates? I could do that. I finished my mittens. Well, I forgot to clip these pieces off, but I finished my mittens from using that Portuguese yarn. Didn't clip those off either, but I like them. Yeah, they're very warm, and they fit pretty good. I think maybe if I make another pair, I might make the size down because I find them a little bit big, but I'm thinking if I wear some gloves underneath them or another pair of mittens underneath them, they'll be fine. I mean, they're wearable and they feel really nice. So yeah, so I don't know if I will or not, but they're done. One thing done. And so I've been working on this. I was going to give it to him for Christmas. It obviously didn't. I didn't. But Ian's sock. One sock done. I just finished it. So I've started the other one. Just started the leg on the other one. So if I work really, really fast, I might be able to give them to him for Valentine's Day, but I'm not pushing myself to do it because I like making socks, but it takes me a while to make them, especially when I make big long legs like that. And I think that these would be really nice under his boots. They keep his feet warm because they're wool. It's wool and light nylon, and yeah, so I think that and it's the Patton's Croy. Do I have the Patton's Croy sock yarn? Yeah, 75% wool and 25% nylon. And yeah, this part is called Purple Rain. And I think this toe part is Purple Haze. Don't quote me on that one though. But they're both Patton's Croix. Real good workhorsey yarn. So yeah, so one done. And the cuff on the other one is done. And I started, last year I did this and I started another one. I made a granny square blanket with scraps of yarn. And here's the start of my granny square for this year. A little bit more muted colors than the one last year. The one last year, it's just on the back, hold on, it's just on the back of the chair, hold on. Yeah, a little bit more colorful. But I guess I can probably pick up some more colorful yarn, or I'm sure I must have some more colorful yarn downstairs, some nice colorful sock yarn, because I do like the colored sock yarns. So I think that's probably it. I don't think I have anything more to report on. Oh, friend of ours, Rick. He's a friend birder of Ian's. He's the guy that they went to Colombia together and Argentina. And he does bird portraits. This one is a watercolor. Of course, he's not happy with it, but then, you know, I don't think artists are never, but I think it's beautiful. And I'm going to frame it. He was worried because it was cockeyed on the card. Anyway, it's going to get framed and put up somewhere because, well, I like to appreciate people's art. And then this one, these friends of ours from England, she always sends the neatest, the neatest little cards. This is, and I framed this one. This was the one she sent last year. And, excuse me, that's the one she sent this year. Again. And it's a little Spanish. It's a little English robin. And I don't know if you know this, but English robins are my favorite little bird. I love them. I love them. There was one spotted in Montreal, probably a couple of weeks ago. And Ian and I were very, very tempted to drive to Montreal and see it. But it's a 2.5 hour drive for us, and his back still doesn't feel great, so we decided against it. It would have been really neat to see, though. Or we make a trip to England and see all sorts of them, one or the other, because we are planning a trip sometime this year. So yeah, and England is one of the options, but yeah, there's a couple of other options as well. So that's probably about it. It's pizza day. Ian's making pizza. He's out right now, picking up a few things. And somebody said they saw a red-bellied woodpecker. So he's out seeing if he can find that. So I think I am going to clean up the kitchen, do the dishes, and maybe find myself a movie, and maybe work on that second sock, and that'll be my day. That'll be my Saturday. I'll take you along tomorrow. Hopefully I will. I get started on these projects and then I get carried away with them and I forget to take any pictures or any videos. I have to be better at that. Maybe that should be one of my goals, one of my visions this year. I do have a vision board downstairs, but there's nothing on it right now. Anyway, okay, I am going to say goodbye and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Stay warm. Well, good morning. Sunday, January 25th. Happy Robbie Burns Day. And I am putting my little pastillas de nata dough, getting it ready. Sugar syrup's going back there. Got to make the custard and then pop them in the oven. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, in they go. Did I mention that it's another cold day today? It is supposed to be minus 20, I think, and the wind chill is supposed to be about minus 30, something like that. So yeah, so another cold day. We are supposed to get snow tonight, and some regions are supposed to be getting 30 to 60 centimeters. I believe we are getting 10 to 15. So our snowplow guy will get a workout. Probably tomorrow morning. So I suspect that the school buses probably will be canceled. So another snow day for the kids. I used to always love snow days. They were always a nice, slower day, and of course there were always crafts involved and probably baking and just fun stuff. So yeah, I used to always love those. Anyway, so yes, I will talk to you later because I am just getting the filling done. There for the Scottish shepherd's pie, and I've got potatoes and sweet potatoes and turnips to do for putting on the top, and then you sprinkle cheese on top of it. Bake it in the oven, and there should be all. So yes, so that's probably the extent of me right now. I will show you the, well, maybe I'll show it to you. Well, I took a picture, I think, and I posted it. The pastillas de nata, Portuguese tarts. So yeah, so we're having a fusion supper tonight. Scottish shepherd's pie and Portuguese tarts. And I'll talk to you later.